Heritage TV, promoting African culture.
My name is Honorable Wahid Akintayo, popularly known as the Nomoka presenter, member representing the good people of Oluyole constituency. The co-sponsors of this motion are Honorable D. Lagos Ibadan Northwest constituency and Honorable M.O. Abiola Akiyele constituency 1. Now I read. Need to construct pedestrian bridges at strategic junctions across the Ibadan metropolis portion of Lagos Ibadan expressway. The House notes that pedestrians are one of the most vulnerable groups in traffic accidents. Pedestrian accidents have become one of the most crucial problems in the world, especially in developing nations. The most important issue in urban centers is pedestrian interference and passing cars, which is a major concern for citizens, causing stress and insecurity for pedestrians as well as drivers. Further notes that the reconstruction of 127.6 km Lagos Ibadan expressway, which is almost at any completion to help reduce the travel time of hundreds of thousands of commuters and international air passengers in the oldest expressway in Nigeria.
Distinguished honorable colleagues, I, the Honorable Dele Adeola, and I represent the Senate to establish the constituency. I want to second the motion moved by Honorable Akintayo, the presenter. But before I proceed further, Mr. Speaker, I think it is highly encouraged and necessitated for us to call the attention of federal governments to this urgent matter. Some of us have passed through that route and we realize the fact that many lives are being lost every day on a daily basis. And we can't be here representing our people and realizing that a matter that will be addressed is taking away the life of our people. So that is what, Mr. Speaker, not only that we have the federal government, how is it suggested, Mr. Speaker, that members of the Southwest or your state federal Ministry of Works should be invited either to another committee or to this floor. Probably there are designs that are already on ground for these overhead bridges, if they are, because if they are not, I think we can equally make a way forward by writing the National Assembly also to ensure that this kind of motion is moved at the national level. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I second the motion moved by the Honorable Akintayo.
Mr. Speaker, my name once again is Dikin Honorable Olatunde JP, representing the good people of Akintayo constituency too. Though Honorable Adeola has actually mentioned or said some of the things I want to say, then Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, I want you to know that this thing needs a very urgent attention. Right from Methodist down to Ojo, number of people that have been killed is very alarming. I know of one elderly man at Sabo who just went to see his son at Telemundo, and he was coming back. He crossed the lane from Iworu to Ojo. As he was making an attempt to cross the one from Ojo, that was the end. He was killed instantly. So I would implore this house to call the Federal Controller of Works to an urgent meeting. I can recall that some couple of months ago, when I was was still chairing the House Committee on Works, we wrote a letter to RCC, that's the contractor handling the project, that we were supposed to see them and discuss this matter with them. And we left the office that day. On getting there, we had nobody to receive us. Said the letter has been sent to Abuja, and that was just the end of it. And this was one of the matters that we actually wanted to discuss. So like Honorable Biola said, I will employ this house to set up a committee and invite the controller for works and let them come and explain to us if a representative of the contractor will also be present. And there's nothing stopping them from erecting the pedestrian bridge now that they have started. They are almost done with the construction. So if the pedestrian bridge has now been erected and the citizens now fail to use it, well, whoever falls the victim, that's his own handling.
And I also want to commend the leader of this motion, because I see within that facility a lot likewise. And I also want to address what Honorable Deacon just said, the urgency of the need for the pedestrian in that facility. And this I want to start with. In most cases, you see state government go and pick up federal road, do it for federal road, waiting for the person of the money, because the road is urgency need of the people living in the state. The same way we should look at this bridge. If we are waiting for federal government till we finish this time assembly, we will not constructed. But this is how I will say it, sir. The bridge near that place, I stayed there a lot, I have not been there. When they died like shit in that place. One even out of my eyes, I can't even wait. My wait, I was crying because the way the guy was scattered. I was not driving, I was not going. I can't wait to see it. And it happened during the cross. The stress to cross the deep hole in between the two bridges now. You will put it there. There is there any God, any leader in this state to heaven. So now let's call all the resolution. Do not even mention anything about states. Let me give state, please. No matter though. If you are truly a leader, that's the city of Ibadan here. And the big impact here, if you have to do it sincerely, and there are still other ways you can also do it. The government can call on the Western society to build a bridge and put their name here. I can have a bridge, 4 community bridge. If you have like 50 million, I'll build 100 million. Do one bridge. It's for a lifetime. It's more valuable than buying a new Prado car. Because it's there for life. The name of the family will be there as a bridge. So let's quickly wake up to it as the state government on how to do it. Thank you so much.
Represented like in the state constituency. Mr. Speaker, at this junction, we have to realize that there must be a technical input in our explanations and all that. First of all, in project management, there is what we call processes and sub-processes. We have 9 processes and we have 2 sub-processes. In each of the processes, there is a measure for safety in every step that we take. But looking at this kind of a project, it's a federal government project which is coming from Lagos to Ibadan, which is your job at a stopping point. There is a starting point, there is a queue point, and there is the ending point. While they are still under those processes I'm talking about, they might not go to the level of constructing an overhead bridge. But even if the design takes it that way, it should be an ending point at the end of the delivery of the project. But what can we do? What we can do is to call on the state government to put a pre-measure of safety for our people. The road safety can do a lot of things there, while the ultimate can do a lot. In fact, the state and the Ministry of Work can also put in measures as well. If we continue to be handling this kind of discussion at a point. I think it's worth more than even saying, if all members stood up and start saying, oh, okay, let's break this, let's put measures, I think it's worth more than doing that too. Because we are talking about lives, and lives is more important to us as a representative of each constituency. So I want to urge this out. Let us make a noise, and let us grow it to the extent that all manners of organs that we have in the state level, if we really want to work, we shouldn't think of federal government for now. But if we really want to, if we really care for our people, all organs of the state government should go all out and start putting measures in place. Thank you so much, sir.
We can agree that everybody is of the opinion that we should also involve state government. Yeah. Because waiting on federal government to fix some of these problems is almost like waiting on the second coming. Let us include in the resolution that the state government, through the Ministry of Works and Housing, should look into the construction of overhead bridge or bridges in the different hotspots all around the state. But now that is the addition to the resolution. In so saying, the pedestrian bridges that are requested in this place are Soka, Soyo, Buluwaji junctions, and other densely populated communities also should reflect in the additional motion that the state government, through the Ministry of Works, should look into construction of overhead pedestrian bridges as a matter of urgency. So whether or not the federal government is able to construct these pedestrian bridges, we believe that state government should do that. And as other members of the Honorable Committee testified, we have all witnessed needless loss of life due to the fact that there's inadequate overhead bridge. You know, even if they construct the overhead bridge and it saves one life per year, it is worth it. Yes, it is worth it. So we will include that as the fourth resolution and stick to the other resolutions within this motion. So I'll put the question. The motion has been moved and duly seconded. Those in favor that the motion, the resolutions will be the motions as presented by the mover of this motion be adopted by this honorable house. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.